Welcome to Gameball College Kickoff from Peru State College, where the Bobcats take on Missouri Valley in Week 1. Mike and I are going to be breaking it down pre-game, halftime, post-game. Stay tuned, Gameball College Kickoff.
What's happening, everyone? Welcome to Gameball College Game Day Invasion, Peru State and Peru, Nebraska. Peru State versus Missouri College, where the football season never ends. I'm Michael Riley.
I'm Luke Hartnett.
And we hold it down for our brother Marcus, who couldn't be here today in the NAIA matchup. Hard Athletic American Conference. We had to come here show some love for the Peru State football program. So what does need to happen for both teams to try to get the win today, Luke?
I say it before every game, you got to win up front. Offensively, you want to run the ball, defensively stop the run, protect the quarterback, pressure the quarterback. Whichever team can do a combination of those the best will win the game.
Last year, both teams only had 3 wins, and unfortunately, Peru State lost to Missouri Valley College. So how does Peru State avenge that loss from last season?
Peru actually got the win over Missouri Valley last year. It was a 24-14 win. It was like week 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken, though. A week 1 matchup. We know we've seen some of the bigger college team games we've seen on TV already. But week 1, even at the pro level, even at the high school level, it doesn't matter. That week 1 game, you see a lot of, at least an uncharacteristic amount of turnovers or potential turnovers, a lot of special teams gaffes, a lot of special team capitalizations. So week 1, you want to keep an eye, again, on special teams play, turnovers, a little bit more prominent in week 1 than any other part of the season.
Well, excuse me about that. It was Peru edging Missouri Valley College last season, so excuse me about that. All right, so the toss is going. The Bobcats went to toss. So let's get down to predictions. Who you have winning this game?
Week 1, like to go with the home teams. Defense is usually ahead of the offense. I think it'll be a similar. I don't want to pick out an exact score, but I think it'll be right in the realm of 24-14 Peru State.
I'm gonna go with Peru State as well. You gotta establish the run, be physical, take time off the clock, and play good defense. They're gonna do some option, maybe triple option, wherever the offense coming up to. Force the defense, be honest, and fake it with the play action pass. So I'm going with Peru State as well. I'm gonna say 21-10. Peru State gets it done at home. And check you back at halftime with Gameball College Kickoff, where the football season never ends.
Welcome back to Peru, Nebraska. We're at halftime. It's Missouri Valley 24, Peru State 7. Mike and I are going to break down the first half. Going to give you a preview of what we think is going to come in the second half. Coming up next on Gameball College Kickoff.
What's happening, everyone? Welcome to Gameball College Kickoff, where the football season never ends. It's your boy, Michael Riley.
I'm Luke Hartnett, holding it down for Marcus.
Now, the halftime score between Missouri Valley College and Peru State College. Missouri Valley College 24, Peru State 7. Break down the first half of Missouri Valley College.
Well, I mean, that first quarter and a half, I mean, Missouri Valley led 14-0 at the end of the first. Quarterback is doing a good job getting out of the pocket, making things happen. Receivers are doing a good job of improvising, breaking the routes off, making plays after the catch. I didn't get a chance to mention it to you because we were on opposite sides of the field, but about halfway through that second quarter, I was thinking, man, Peru State, they're trying to run between the tackles too much. They need to try to go sideline to sideline a little bit more. Maybe a play or two after that thought crossed my mind. They hit him with the screen pass for a 40-yard touchdown. Made it, at that point, a 24-7 game. So, looked like Peru State was going to cut it to 10 right before half, but with 5 seconds to go, interception at the inside the 5-yard line by Missouri Valley essentially ended the half. So what could have been a 24-14 game is now 24-7. And as I mentioned at the top, special teams plays, back-to-back punts. The one Missouri Valley got a hand on. Technically went down as not a block, but a 1-yard punt. They took over at the 3-yard line. And the next Peru State possession was, in fact, a block that was returned out to the 10-yard line. I thought the Peru State defense did a good job of, standing tall there. Down 21-0. They had it, first and 10 at the 11. Held them to a field goal, 24-0 instead of 28-0. So 24-7 is a massive hill to climb, but it's not, all things being equal, it's not as bad as it could have been.
So what does Peru State need to do in the second half to try and come back and win this game? What adjustments offensively and defensively they need to do to come back into this game?
They already made the adjustment offensively in that second quarter there. I mean, running between the tackles was not happening for them. Hit them with some more screen passes, keep the receivers. They were able to shake some defenders loose on some double moves and whatever else. Maybe do some play actions, some pump fakes, whatever else. Give your receivers a chance. You only got to hit one or two of them. It's not so much about hitting a high percentage. You hit that one or two to just get that momentum going, get that one play to swing momentum in your favor. Defensively, again, they're standing tall, inside the goal line or whatever else. They're kind of getting beat within the 20s. I think the press coverage is they're getting beat up the line of scrimmage. Probably give them a 5 to 7 yard cushion up the line of scrimmage. Try to keep everything in front of you, whatever else. Missouri Valley, their skill positions, they're just faster than Peru State is. So you have to be able to outthink them. There's ways to overcome being the slower opponent in football. You have to be smarter from the neck up.
All right, for Missouri Valley College, keep doing what you're doing. Continue to run the ball effectively, as well as the passing game. The passing game was working well for them until that interception at the goal line earlier by Peru State. So they just need to keep playing physical football, take care of the football, and just run it all against the Peru State, and don't change it up a little bit. Just keep being aggressive. Now, for Peru State, they got a lot of adjustments to make in halftime. On defense, stop giving up big plays, and play gap assignment football, shorten up the field, and force 3 and out, play assignment discipline football. For the offense, they got to open up the playbook more, take some shots down the field. Enough with this little dink and done here and there. Open it up a little bit. Win your one-on-one matches receiver against Missouri College defensive backs. Trust your quarterback and give him some confidence to make those big type of plays on that.
And defensively, the Missouri Valley defensive backs not bite so much. They got to know. Coaches got to be telling them at the halftime. Hey, look at that double move's coming. That pump fake is coming. You got to hold your ground. Don't bite.
All right, I'm Michael Riley.
And I'm Luke Hartnett.
This is Gameball College Kickoff, where the football season never ends. Live from Peru State at Peru, Nebraska. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the post-game short and more highlights.
Get in it with me, y'all. Let's go. Come on, man. Baby. I want my team with me. In the pick. I want my team with me. Yeah.
Gameball College Kickoff, Missouri Valley 27, Peru State 14 at the final score. Mike and I is going to break it down for you. What went right, what went wrong. Stay tuned and find out. Gameball College Kickoff.
What's happening, everyone? Welcome to Gameball College Kickoff, where the football season never ends. It's your boy Michael Riley.
I'm Luke Hartnett, once again holding it down for our brother Marcus Jenkins,
who couldn't be here with us, but we got you back, fam. So let's get to it. The final score: Missouri Valley College 27, Peru State 14 in the NAIA division, the Hart Athletic American Conference. Luke, what went right for Missouri Valley College offensively, defensively to win this game on the road?
Well, I mean, offensively, I really like the way they kind of milked the clock there in the second half. I mean, they kind of an uneventful second half. As even when you look at the score, where you see, okay, you know, Peru State won the second half 7-3, but just because of the lack of scoring doesn't mean it wasn't a lack of entertainment, though. I mean, there was a lot of sideline-to-sideline action going on there. I like to kind of down near the end zone under the goalpost. You can kind of hear a lot of the chirping back and forth between the defensive backs and the receivers. Kind of football, culture right there, if you will. But I mean, Missouri Valley, they didn't really have to do too much to impress in the second half, up 10 already. But they got a couple of breaks. So they did give up a sack fumble return for a touchdown. That would be the lone touchdown for either team in the second half. Got Peru State back into it, but I mean, Peru State, they just missed out on so many opportunities. We mentioned the pick inside the 5-yard line right before halftime. Well, with 4th and goal at the 2-yard line, down 27-7, they elected to kick a field goal. Personally, I thought they should have gone for it, but I'm not paid to make that decision. And the extra point length field goal went off the upright, and the score would remain 27-7. So not a whole lot of opportunity. But I mean, Missouri Valley, they wanted to give Peru State limited opportunities in the second half, and for the most part, that's what they did.
What went wrong for Peru State, and what things they could have done barely to win this game at home?
Well, again, I don't really necessarily agree with you. You're down 3 scores with about a minute to go in the third quarter. I don't fully agree with and you had third and goal at the 4-yard line too. So you basically had 2 plays to get 4 yards. I don't agree with them. The decision to kick the field goal right there. That being said, you got to execute the play. They still missed the field goal as well, so they didn't even get 3 out of it. They hit the field goal. That defensive score would have made it a 27-17 game. So, lot to learn from Purdue State. I mean, but they basically had a deflected punt that went for 1 yard, another punt that was blocked and ran back to within the 10-yard line. They had the pick at the end, at the goal line right before halftime. I'm really not sure there was a better team today per se, but the scoreboard says otherwise. And Missouri Valley was able to not necessarily outplay Purdue State. They just made fewer mistakes, and the mistakes they did make weren't nearly as costly.
I felt like Purdue State defense, even though they had some mistakes, did a good job keeping their offense back in the game. But the offense, I'm going to have to put the blame on because you had too many penalties, holding, false start in critical situations, and too many turnovers, miscommunications, and all that. They was marching the ball down the field the last 2 minutes or so. They was getting the momentum going and moved the chains down the field. All of a sudden, tip drill pass is intercepted, and that's all she wrote for Missouri Valley College. Missouri Valley College seemed to put the foot off the gas, per se, the second half part of the game, even though they won. If I were them, I would kept pushing the pedal to the metals, keep going, and be more physical and try to get some more points on the board.
They did have a play there in the fourth quarter, about 9.5 minutes to go. It was third down, I believe 3rd and 11, right around that range. And I didn't really like the play call. They had the quarterback drop back to pass. You're up 27-7 at the time still. The quarterback rolls out, decides to take a chance at the end zone. The ball gets picked. I would have liked to see a run and play there. Just, you're up 20 with under 10 minutes to go. I think that's about a good time to start killing the clock right there. And they also, going back to the first half, I mean, Missouri Valley had a pick inside the 5-yard line. I mentioned that 1-yard punt a couple of times. Well, it was a result of a ball being intercepted at the 1-yard line at this end of the end zone we're standing in right here. It's just that, Purdue State could only go, they went 3 and out. And again, the ball was, for all intent and purposes, blocked. The end result was the ball at the 3-yard line and a touchdown 2 plays later. So, like I said, Missouri Valley made them share mistakes too, but the mistakes they made weren't nearly as costly.
I agree. Okay, that would do it for game 1 of the Gameball College Kickoff Campus Invasion Tour. So follow us next week. We'll be heading to Leavenworth, Kansas at France University versus University of St. Mary's in the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference, part of the NAIA. Social media, I'm going to pass on to you, my brother.
Social media, find me on Facebook at Luke Hartnett. Twitter, I'm at Luke Hartnett2.
Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Gmail, all the above. You can follow it on the right side, to the right, that way, or maybe left that way. So just follow us on the social media, and we can't forget our other brother, Marcus, who could not be with us today. Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all in one word, Jovel_ENT. You can follow our boy there. Also be lookout for his music, Draped in Gold, coming soon. Until then, I'm Michael Riley.
And I'm Luke Hartnett.
This is Gameball College Kickoff, where the football season never ends. Peace. We are out. See you next time.